What's up, guys? So we are back here with episode, I believe, number 20 of the Let's Play series, free to play, 100% making money in Archeworld, and we got probably the biggest news possible for this series specifically. So they announced that there's going to be a massive play-to-earn airdrop event starting on 9/29 after the maintenance and going for 2 weeks to 10/13. There's going to be a bunch of free small lands airdropped to participants that actually qualify. To qualify, all you need to do is you need to hunt monsters. So this is what they told us so far. They say 100% airdrop when acquiring Land Airdrop Confirmation Ticket, which is specially dropped during the event period. If you have multiple tickets, you will be airdropped the lands accordingly to the number of tickets, which means you can win multiple pieces of land. So if you get 5 tickets, you can get 5 free pieces of small land. And let's see, note all the accounts that have obtained a ticket will be carefully checked, and macro and abusing accounts will be excluded from the airdrop. So this is a massive event. We don't know the drop rate. We don't know what specific monsters are going to be doing this. But there's also a couple other ones as well. So there's event number 2, exclusive benefits for users without a house. Make a land contract and get land. 100 people will be drawn among those who have made land contracts, so rented a property. All accounts that have land rent history at least once from the official launch between 9/1 and 10/13 will be eligible for this contract. Contract consists of both the system land and the user land are eligible for the draw. However, accounts that own at least one land NFT are excluded. So if you're an NFT owner, you do not get to qualify for this. So this is for anyone that just has rented land and does not own any NFTs, any land NFTs. There's also event number 3. If you are an NFT owner, you get to be participating in a free airdrop. So 100 fandom card NFT holders will win, and then 100 land NFT owners will win. And you can win multiple times, it looks like. It says the higher number of cards you hold, the higher number of chances of winning, regardless of the property's level. And then also for the land NFT, the higher number of lands you own, the higher chances of winning, regardless of size and location. Snapshot for NFT holders is October 12th, Wednesday, between 2300 and 2320 UTC plus 8. If there's any BSLT deposit record or the character level is less than level 50, you will be excluded from the draw, which means you have to actually be playing the game as well. So you cannot just have NFTs, you have to be playing the game to qualify. And you have to have had some kind of BSLT transaction, whether you bought or sold something on the auction house or bought a package, something like that. So massive events. This is, like I said, the single biggest thing for a free-to-play player, because you can now 100% free earn a small land NFT by just playing the game and progressing, killing monsters. We don't know what the specific monsters are. More information will come out, but as of now, it is just understood to just kill some monsters. We don't know if it's going to be level 30 monsters. We don't know if it's going to be level 40 monsters. There's going to be level 45 monsters. We don't know if it's going to be Rift monsters. We don't know any of that, but we do know that it is just going to be killing monsters. So the more you play, the more chances you have to actually earn, which is a great system for free-to-play players. And yeah, I am, I'm not looking forward to it for this channel, because we're not going to be endlessly grinding monsters to get small lands. No. If we are grinding monsters, we'll be grinding monsters on like my higher level account, but there's a chance that even if we just do kill 50 monsters or 100 monsters a day on the small level account, we might actually get that land NFT. And the NFT is worth about $400 to $500 right now. So that is massive. Like, that's a huge amount of money. So let's go into game now and start checking out what we got going on. We've got the high XP quest, which is great. We want to do that one for 80,000 XP. And then supply meat. We don't have enough meat, but we might be having some meat at the crops over there. Slay monsters, 100. This is probably what we want. 100 is a decent chunk. And sap. So we're going to hold off to all these. These look like good quests for us. We already finished this quest yesterday, and we just didn't turn it in. So we got 10,000 of EXP right there. And now we are going on to complete the next part of the quest, which is going to give us another 2,000 EXP. And so as always, these quests kind of like chain together and give you more quests to keep doing in the same vicinity, and most likely they'll take you to the next area. So in order to get, oh yeah, I mean, we haven't even talked about, we got 6.3 BSLT, guys. Like, all this hype, we already just overshadowed all the items that we sold on the auction house, all the materials and all the stuff. We actually got 6 BSLT, so we are well on our way. Like, our first step is getting to, I believe it's 20 BSLT. So since they added this new thing, this new ARC Pass right here, special ARC Pass, it's only cost 20 BSLT. So once we get to 20 BSLT, that's probably what we're going to be buying first. And then we need 30 more BSLT. We do want to always make sure that we have a little bit of extra BSLT so we can play the market and, you know, you spend our labor and convert those into, you know, BSLT by, you know, processing iron or logs or any of those things. Okay, so we got some quests over here. Let's head over here and do these quests. But yeah, today is a massive, massive day. The announcement will touch upon that more in different videos, but specifically for the free-to-play players, this is a huge, huge, huge giveaway. Even if it is like 1 in a million, even if the chances are 1 in a million to get a free, you know, land NFT to your account, you can still do it. You know, like 1 million monsters isn't hard to kill, and you could always get lucky. Like, you know, if the odds are lower than that, great, you have better odds. If the odds are higher than that, you know, harder odds, but you got to get lucky. So realistically, you know, killing 1 million monsters in, say, 2 weeks, it's probably doable. You can probably kill 1 million monsters because you can kill about like, maybe like 40 or 50 monsters per minute. Like, you AoE pull them, you can kill 8, boom. You can kill 8, boom, with, you know, like AoE skills. Maybe a little bit less. Let's see, so let's say you can kill 30 monsters a minute. So let's do some math on that. If you kill 30 monsters a minute times 60, that means you're killing 1,800 monsters a day if you're playing non-stop, which you can't because, you know, they say they're going to exclude all those Autobots and macro users and so forth. But we'll just say in theory, the most that you could kill. And then we'll go times 24. Boom. 43,000 monsters per day you could kill, it looks like. I wonder. So there's a quest over here. And if I remember, I think there's like a hidden cave down here. So this is something that I really hope that they develop more is like, yep, so there's a cave. If they develop the underwater aspect, the caves, the secret things that are in Archeworld, like these things are really cool. So there was a hidden underwater boss that was discovered and killed by a raid party, you know, a couple weeks ago. That was really, really amazing to see that there is hidden content out there. You see, we do have breathing, so we are, you know, almost dying there. Yep, new quest. Kill this monster. Oh, yeah, there's another quest over there. Okay. Yeah, I think most people wouldn't even bother to kind of look for this quest or kind of like guess that, hey, there's a cave underwater. Oh, did we get stunned? What happened? What happened? At least you're able to hit this guy. Like, our combat level is not messing us up that much. How much XP did we get? 2,000 XP. Not bad, not bad. Another 2,000 XP. What does this one do? Hey, another quest. Oh no, monsters. This is bad, we got 2 of them. probably need to drink some potions. Yeah, we are still dying. Need to run. Run! Alright. What happened here? What happened here? Okay, cool. We de-aggroed, but we lost our shield. Alright, so this over here is a lock. So it locks your skills, and so you can accidentally click and move things, and so that's what happened. We lost our shield ability, which sucked. And we weren't prepared for 2 mobs aggroing on us. Oh shit. And they're still aggroing on us. Okay, cool. Got one down. Let's try and heal ourselves now. We don't have any mana, so more of that. More mana. Let's drink our potions. Attack faster! Drink more potions, and it looks like we got this guy going down now. Alright, 2,000 experience points, no more quest over here it looks like. And we are all done. I mean, we should get back in the habit. You always have your shield on. So just in case random mobs pop out, you got protection. We did not have that. That almost cost us our life there, guys. And then off we go back down here. It looks like all the quests are done, so it looks like actually we can probably head back. I'm actually going to teleport out of here. Oh, I don't think we have a teleport up in this area though. So I think we made a mistake too when we were in this area. We didn't get the teleport. We should have moved to the next town. Got the teleport. Let's see. Silent Forest. Yep, it's way over there. There's Wind Scour. Nope. Yep, so that's the closest teleport that we have. So let's go back there. Let's take a look at the auction house as we are waiting. So the ores are 0.013 right now. Because you always do, even if you don't have BSLT, you do want to kind of know what prices are on things. So it's processed. So 0.013, and now they're selling for 0.098. Logs are 0.11. Let's see how much logs are. Hey, logs got some really nice profit margin right there. So we'll buy this right here. That's a nice profit margin right there. So we can craft it up for 0.55, and then we can sell it for 0.1 or 0.05, and we can sell it for 0.1. That's a pretty good profit margin on our logs. So again, this is why you always just take a look. And also, we do need logs. So 0.04. And then processed fabric. Yep, see, the fabric has just skyrocketed back in value. Look at this. So we've gone back to where fabric skin is worth the most of the crops. So it looks like what happened is in the last couple of days, they did a massive ban wave. Because we also saw the population dip as well. We can take a look at the jury quest. So jury, we're at 1,478 right now. I've seen it, as low as a few hundred before. And also the server, when you logged in, it didn't always say hi. It said it's open, which means there wasn't that many players logged on, right? And so that happened around the time they did the maintenance, the Thursday maintenance, and then there was a lot less bots, it seemed, around, a lot less cheaters, hackers, macros, whatever you want to call them, just the bad actors. So a lot of those people seem to have been deleted and killed. And when they did that, they also supposedly freed up a lot of public farming area, I'm hearing from other players. Some other people are saying it's a lot easier to plant in the public farming areas. So they not only killed these bots and bad actors, but they destroyed their like crops and things that were in the public farming areas. And that's what they were doing. They were farming, crops. They were making logs. They were making skin. They were making ore, because that's what you can do as a free-to-play player. Another big reason that you can see that maybe they did kill a bunch of them is the shotgun ore. So the shotgun that we're going to be crafting, let's go back here. The price on this went up a ton. Well, okay, not a ton anymore. It's back down to 3.4. But the other day it was at around like 4.5 once again. And part of the reason was because all the mats got more expensive. But it was also because like that's what bots do. Like bots come in and they farm their Archeum, they get their daily quests done, then they have this Archeum, and then they have this labor, and like what could they make? What could they sell? And so they're making the shotgun ore and then selling it on the auction house to get that 3 or 4 BSLT. So they're pushing the prices down of the shotgun ore and making it so, it's less valuable because they're selling it more. I still think shotgun ore is a terrible, terrible thing to open. Like we opened some of those. We opened like 45, and then personally I even opened like another like 200 batch of them without recording it. And oh my god, the shotgun ore drop rate out of those pouches was just terrible. So bad. I do not recommend opening those things. Maybe unless they change the drop rates on those things, but as it stands, that is a terrible, terrible, terrible. Unless I had really bad luck. You could have really, really bad luck as well. But who knows? Hey, so we got fellow players right here. And you also have to remember too, when you go to these new zones, level 30 zones, you get thrown into, PvP mode. So you got to make sure that you're always in friendly mode if you don't want to fight other players. And as a free-to-play player, you generally don't want to fight other players because you're a lot weaker than other players. So be in friendly mode. And also another tip too is like when you're, running to different quest areas or things like that, just simply change back to friendly mode. It's like, if we are killing monsters, we can go to PvP mode because we'll get bonus stats, we'll get bonus drop rate, we'll get bonus gold, we'll get a lot of bonuses and buffs. But as soon as we're done with killing monsters, we can swap this back over into, friendly mode. So right now we see our monsters right here. So we're gonna go ahead and swap this over to hostile mode. We'll get some extra power, become stronger, and now once we finish here, then we will go back and convert it back to a friendly mode so other people can't really kill us, and if they do, then they get crime points. And then they might go to jail. So every little power boost too, so like the power boost, I don't know if they translated it yet correctly, yeah. Alright, so attack damage spells and healing power is increased by 5%. Treasure drop rate, 20% increase, and EXP increase, 20%. So this is a pretty significant buff here, guys. Like, make sure that you're using this when you're farming mobs. And it's very simple and easy to convert it back. So say we're done with our mobs now and we want to just convert it back, we just go like this. And it just takes, 5 seconds to convert back to a peaceful, friendly player. So definitely get in the habit of switching back and forth between PvP mode and then friendly mode, especially for that 20% drop rate buff, that 5% attack power buff, and all stats. Very, very important. Of course, you can play however you want though. You can do whatever you want. That is the joy of this game. These are just tips and tricks that I personally do and think are good. But yeah, play exactly however you want. Do you want to be 100% in PvP mode? Go ahead. The only thing that bothers me though is when people are like 100% in PvP mode, or they forget, because when a map goes to war, so when this goes into war, let's see, where's war? So war, it's gonna automatically throw you into PvP mode, and you cannot change it. If you're in that map and the map is in war, you are stuck in PvP mode until that map changes. And it's going to leave you in PvP mode. So even after the map goes to peace mode and the war is over, you still will be in PvP mode. You have to physically go up here and change this back into peace mode. So a lot of people don't realize that, and then end up getting killed and ganked in other zones. And they're like, why, bro? Why are you attacking me? Well, it's because to another player, you actually appear red. You appear hostile. You appear like an enemy that's going to come and kill them. So they could be scared or nervous that you're coming to actually kill them, and so they want to just like attack you first, right? Like that's the name of the game. You know, people who attack first generally win the battles. So always, you know, go back to peace mode. So we're done here, and we would head back to peace mode. Again, it doesn't take very long. It takes a few seconds to change back into friendly mode. It's a lot of EXP right there, 5,000 EXP. Alright, hey, it's a mailbox. So we can check out our sales. Oh, we got failed auctions also. Alright, so what's sold? Okay, so the 15 ore sold, the 15 ore sold, the 15 ore sold, and the 15 ore sold. So look at that. So all our 15 ores sold. And then our soil didn't sell, our processed ore didn't sell, and there's our logs that we purchased. Alright, so we still need some EXP, so we're going to still do some quests. Oh, we need a key. Alright, so I think the key comes from this guy. Yep, it says kills the farmer, get the key. So there's a whole bunch of quests here. We're going to come back and do these a little bit later when we have more time. So right now, the most important part is to get another teleport in this map. So we need to head over here to get the teleport to the town. And you can see there's also a quest right there, the green quest. So we're going to finish this up, and then we're going to go over to that green quest, get the teleport location, so then we can just freely teleport back here. Because another reason also, by doing that, we have to go harvest our crops, and then we're going to craft some things. We're going to craft these logs into lumber, and we're going to gain some EXP that way. So we don't necessarily need to do all the killing quests right now to get our XP. But look and see, there's a whole bunch of quests right there. So we'll definitely be coming back here, doing those guys, getting that EXP. And a way to find out, like, did you get a teleport location? You simply look in your book, and you can see there's no new teleport location here. Our mount is stuck. So this looks to be where we get our green skill book too. So this is cool. So we'd actually get our first skill book. So we can get a brand new skill, and we can actually start like AoE farming now. Our defense is not really there, but that's because we haven't upgraded our armor at all yet. And again, we'll probably end up buying those off of the auction house once we get a little bit more BSLT. So let's go ahead, and we are very close there. We're at over halfway done. We've got a skill book now. So let's go open up the skills, and we want Skewer. Skewer is going to be our AoE damaging skill. It's a very, very powerful Vitalism skill. So we're going to go and grab at that. So this lets you choose whatever you want. So we're going to go down. Vitalism, and we're going to pick up that Skewer skill. Now that we have it, we're going to go and click on Skewer, and it's going to say, hey, you want to spend your book? We'll confirm that, and now we will unlock this skill. It's also going to give us one more point here, which is going to give us a new passive. So this resets active cooldowns on all Vitalism healing skills after receiving critical damage. This ability has a 12-second cooldown. So that's a pretty cool ability. Alright, so let's head back. And you'll notice there's a book right here. This allows us to teleport. Let's hit the recall button, head back to our crops. And actually, here's a public farm over here. And we can see, is there any space available? Might be. I mean, we might potentially change our farming spot. Let's try and plant something here. Nope, it's full. Because it would be nice to be close to your farming area, but unfortunately, it is still full. So we'll then keep playing the auction house, seeing what else good deals we can find out there. Go collect these crops, and we're going to collect them so we can put down our new crops. I believe we're still planting down on these like dairy farm things. Because right now we bought a whole bunch of logs. We have some processed ore, so we're good on those two materials. We just need to make some processed fabric. Open up the gold coins that we earned. Yep, so we're building Yada pens. So do we have any more of those? Oh, you get fish bladder. Oh no, that's from a quest. Untradable quest item. And see, this is probably part of the reason why skin is so valuable compared to the other ones, because you only get like 2 or 3 skin when you harvest a crop. Yep, so we got meat. It looks like we need to buy more. And you notice too that we've actually haven't opened up any coin purses yet. And that's because the lower level ones aren't really that good. We're actually saving our labor for the higher level ones, the level 41 coin purses. Those ones are actually decent and can get you some BSLT. But even then, we'll have to do the math. We'll have to crunch some numbers and figure out, do we even open them? Or do we just keep processing logs, lumbers, ore, and stuff like that? Alright, so let's go to the auction house. Let's go to the crafting workbench. Let's go ahead and convert all these logs that we got so we can sell them, make some more BSLT, and then let's talk about good deals that we can find on the auction house. So let's go back to skiing. So skiing, 0.038 now. assist it down to 0.16. See, there's a big jump right there. So one's 0.16 and one's 0.30. So this is an opportunity where you could actually buy this and then relist it, you know, preferably in smaller quantities at that 0.3 market rate. But you also have to check. You got to check the sales history. Do people actually pay that much? And the answer is yes. So it went as high as 0.31 today, as low as 0.308. See what sap is worth. So we're not going to sell any of these specialty items because we need them for our quest. It's more valuable for us to have them. And so, like, if we got a quest that said, hey, mineral, take a mineral crystal, we probably wouldn't do that quest. We probably would change it to something else because we have a lot of soil and we got a lot of sap. And we only have one mineral crystal. So also, hopefully, when we harvest those 3 crops, we get enough meat that we can do the daily quest there. Alright, so these got these guys at 0.11. Quantities of 10. I mean, it looks pretty correct. You know, a small quantity like that at 10, 0.11. It's a nice number. But again, so from our research, it looked like the numbers that you want to have is 15. So we'll go up here and then we'll change this to like 0.17. If you notice too, we actually have enough materials to make our first Shadowgun ore. We do need one more lumber now since we just put those up for sale. But yeah, we can actually make a Shadowgun ore today. We'd have to wait for that. Or can we cancel it? Yeah, we can cancel it. So we can cancel the sale by clicking cancel. Same thing, we can also cancel these sales as well. But I don't think there's a rush. There's no rush, I don't think, to sell. If the Shadowgun ore was at like 5 or 6 BSLT, then we'd be like, yes, cancel, let's go, let's make it. But right now the Shadowgun ore is at like 3.5. I don't think there's any rush to really go and do that. So we're just simply gonna chill, hold off on that. We could make some more ore. Yep, it's not bad. So the lowest amount is 0.09, and then we can buy a bunch right here for 0.015. So we're gonna buy that. That's a good profit margin. So we're picking up all these. And we're going to convert it, which cost us about 0.5. And then we're going to be able to sell it for about 0.8, maybe 0.9. So all these small little profits are adding up. You can see our BSLT is going up, is going up, is going up. And this is simply grinding out the game, playing the game. You have to play the auction house. This is where your money comes from. You got to buy things and you got to sell things. So if you're not like a merchant, and that's what so like when you play an MMORPG, you take a role on, right? A lot of people like to take on the combat role and the fighter. Well, that's not my role. My role has always been a merchant. I'm always a merchant player. I'm always a buyer, a seller, playing the auction house, doing things like that. And that's why I get enjoyment out of these games, even if the combat maybe isn't balanced, or if there's some systems that are broken, or if like the mobs are just like too lame, or whatever, right? I love the economy. So the economy, buying and selling things, is my favorite aspect of the game. And it just so happens that the economy is where most of the money is actually created in any of these games. All right, so it's 1.2 for the lowest, but we don't have to be the lowest. Remember, we touched on this before. We can take a look here. It's 0.9, 0.9. So 1.8 right here. So if we do 1.7, we're below this guy. 1.7 is probably pretty good. And I think yesterday we sold ours at 1.4. So if we sell at 1.7, that's even better. And look, our sell price is going to be 0.11. And it only cost us 0.05 to create this. So we're making a 0.06 profit. You know, minus some fees and things like that. But overall, our profits will be good. Yep, that will be it here, it looks like. Let's finish up opening these coins. We do have 3.4 BSLT. We don't have to spend all our BSLT either. So we can also try this. This used to be a very, very good way to make money. Was buying these skill books. And we can just go ahead and, because it's going to cost us 1 right here, right? So this is going to cost us 1 BSLT, and we can get 10 skill books. So let's go ahead and purchase this. And now we're going to open it. These are random skill books. And we're going to just open it and see what skill books that we actually get. If we get any for our class that we need, we're going to use. If we don't get any of these ones, then we're just going to go and try and sell them on the auction house. So we're just making some space in the bag here. And you do have to clear out some... Oh, there's a fish bladder. Allows you to stay underwater for another 30 seconds. Ah, very cool. Underwater breathing item. Alright, so let's go and open with shift right clicked. See what we get. And we actually got some gold coins for opening up this pouch. So what do we get? We got a archery snare skill. We got redoubt skill. We got shadow play, overwhelm skill. Vitalism, resurge. We got archery, concussion arrow. We got oromancy, shrug it off. We've got defense, will of the protection skill. We got battle rage, sun turns earth. And we got refreshment skill. So it looks like we only got 1 skill book that is good for our class. Resurgence. Is that resurgence? No. Resurgence. Alright, but still not bad. Alright, so it gets us a new passive. And now we can attempt to sell all these skill books that we don't want. We also can, we got some of these also. Did we get, we got our refreshments. Okay. Pulls out health and removes interference effects. It removes stun, spear, tripped, snared, slow, shackle when used. Okay, so it's a debuff clear. We did get this one. I don't know if we want this one or not. But just here, so now we got increased physical defense by plus 6% whenever you receive physical damage. You gain a stack of shield and steel. Increase your physical defense by 300 for 5 seconds. And it stacks 5 times. So we're slowly but surely gaining more abilities. We're getting stronger. We're using our skill points, which is going to make us killing mobs easier. So now what we're going to do is the same thing. Is we're going to take these, and the lowest price that you can sell anything for is 1. So we're going to go ahead and just put 1 BSLT up there. Most likely these will not sell anymore, because you can see the lowest sell price was 0.1, 0.1. But you never know. Someone might actually buy it, because the only way that you get a lower price than this is if you buy like 3 of these or 4 of these. So again, it goes into that philosophy of you never know if anyone's going to buy any of these or not. And this, like I said, used to be really, really good. Like, used to be able to make a ton of BSLT. This was going to be the original way that we were going to make BSLT. When we started this series, what, about like 10 days ago? Opening these chests and then selling them for 1 BSLT was insanely profitable. So we'll see tomorrow if any of these sell, and if they do, great. If not, no big deal. We only spent 1 BSLT to try this. So all we really need is just one of these guys to sell. If one of them sell, that means all the other ones are free. And we also got a skill for our class. We actually got 2 skills for our class. So overall, it's a win-win situation. Eventually, we will need to buy those skills for our class anyway. So, take the RNG chance, in my opinion. We can, once we get our Arc Pass, we can get some skills from here. So you can see there's skill books. And these are cool. These are selection too. So we'll get 5 selection skills. This is also why the skills are worth nothing as well, is because there's so many ways to get skills now. There's too many skills in the game. Alright guys, this is it for episode number 20. I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching as always. Hit that like button if you are still here. Subscribe to the channel. Talk to me guys. It's good to hear from you. Kathy is the one who's been watching everything. Great fan. I believe that's right. I believe you said call yourself Kathy. So yes, thank you for all your support. And I will see you in the next